Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl.
So help me, Jesus. Why are you fucking with my microphone, Jesus? I'm the girl on top. Oh yeah, MB. Hi, buddies. Hi, guys. We are here. We are all here for Jugs Out July, which I created yesterday. I shouldn't be muted now, John. Right? Now you can hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, I can usually tell with the monitors about what they're saying and stuff, but it did look like it was fine earlier. Anyways, I'm still on my no sugar added drink journey, I guess. Tell you the truth, I tried this today, and just a moment ago, so it's G0 berry, and I was just like, oh, this is pretty good, you know, like I could see myself drinking it. I go back to drink it. I want to drink more, but maybe I didn't shake it enough, and like I only like the top, and now I don't like it. Like the bottom tastes sweeter. Shave your heads, fellas. Free yourself. I recommend shaving for sure. So anyways, I got this when I was at the H Mart Korean store today. It is called Ice Talk. Ice Talk. I gave up the coffee with the sugar, MB. It is, I mean, I'm a masochist, so there is that you have to keep in mind, Lindsay, right? If I'm a masochist and I am managing to do it, it's probably a little bit of both things. So, this is a heaping cup of ice. I love this cup. But this seems like an odd drink preparation to me. There's like a tear notch at the side, and it's called Lemonade. Lemonade. So, it says it's 0 sugar. In fact, it says it's 0 calories. Concerning. A little bit concerning, to be honest. When I was in the H Mart today, I actually also saw 0 calorie popsicles. I was like, why would I spend $8.99 on something that's 0 calories? That seems dumb. But here I am, and I bought the drink. Oh, I'm gonna like it. I can already tell you. Oh, it's so sour. So sour smelling. Oh, yes! You know when something is like sour and you're like, want it? Okay, let's see what we look like here. Come on out, baby. Oh, it's clear. It's clear. Oh! Did you see that? Were you guys able to see that? It just squirted all over me. Wow. That's so funny. I just wonder if you saw it like squirt the other way. Oh, yeah, you saw it spill. Oh, great. Well, just to note, that went on my jeans and my phone. Thanks. Okay, so let's have a taste of this, and then we will get on top of it. Whoa, I spilled a lot. I guess it's sort of yellow on the screen, isn't it? Sort of yellow on the screen. Anyways, so hashtag not a sponsor, but if I like it and they want to sponsor me, then let's talk. Let's talk. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. Then we're gonna watch some court. By the way, we have a guy in court smoking a bigger joint than me, which is saying something because we all know I roll big joints. No, Lindsay, I'm trying zero sugar. I'm doing zero sugar. I'm doing a month of zero sugar. I know. And guess what? I have pure water here. So we're good. I'll probably just drink water. By far, the best zero sugar drink I've had. By far. Wow. It's tart. It's not fake sweet. It's not leaving that weird sort of coating in my mouth that zero sugar stuff does. It's bringing me back for a little bit more. It reminds me of lemonade that you make as a kid. You know? Like with real lemons, but and a little bit of, I know, okay, I'm moving, Bill. Gotta fix my green screen too. Anyways, we're off. This guy's smoking in court. He's lying to the judge. It was a whole thing. In fact, I caught a lot of weird shit in court today. Yeah, Beverly, that's exactly right. It would be an 8 out of 10 for me. The sourness is very nice. I love that. Oh, Reseller Road Trip Adventures. All berry smoothie. I'm so jealous. That would not qualify for my no sugar drinking thing. But I am all for it. I really am. No sugar added. I know, but I could drink milk and things that are naturally sweet. What I'm trying to do is have like no sugar in my drinks. Fruit sugar doesn't count. Well, then I would just be drinking juice, and I love juice. That's no challenge at all. Anyways, so lots of weird shit happening in court today. Super duper. It's not bad. By the way, what I'm doing has no reflection, just to be very clear. But what I'm doing has no reflection on health or anybody else's choices. I personally wanted to give up Coke and coffee for July, and I wanted to replace it with zero sugar drinks to see which ones I liked. Because in my life, I've drank approximately 0 of them. So, that being said, now we are moving on to, although I did think this month would cost me less in drinks, not so, because I'm trying out all these different drinks. Hi, JMF. Hope you're doing well. Okay, here we go now. Where is the fucking, oops, excuse me. No cocaine November? Smart one. Yeah, I've tried that before, too. I've tried 1 of those, or 2 of those, or 3. A lot of times. You'll see. Yeah, I like it, actually. I might even raise that to an 8.5. Just to be clear, I think I'm going to raise that to an 8.5. Whoa, Judge! Judge! I think I might raise the flavor to an 8.5. And Shane, what is Shane missing? Sorry, my brain and Shane is, oh, they're talking about something else, not me. Get over yourself, Paisley. Not everything's about you. God damn it. Okay, let's go.
truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir? Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Noting that both of them are present and made an appearance. Mr. Tatum, you said you want to do what?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears that the no custodial parent is requesting DNA testing before we proceed with this matter, and the state is requesting that this case be reset to September 4th, 2025 for those testing results.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lynch, you want to do DNA test before we proceed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm granting your request, so we're doing a DNA test order today. That's scheduling you out for testing. The Attorney General's office will be sending you both information about where you're supposed to go to do testing. You probably won't be together. And then we will hopefully, if y'all do what you're supposed to, we'll get the results and we'll be ready to finish your case on September 4th. So you both need to come back to court on Zoom on September 4th at 9 o'clock.
That's Jay's
to hopefully finish your
birthday.
case. So make sure that you're ready to proceed on that day. The Attorney General's office will be sending you out information the next day or two by email or letter telling you where to go do your testing. Look out for that. Go when you're scheduled. And if you don't hear anything at all from them about where you're supposed to go, then give them a call if 2 weeks have passed and you haven't received anything. But otherwise, you should be getting that here soon. And then go do your testing. And then Ms. Palmer, of course, take the child. All right, y'all are done with court today. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Peace out, bros.
Your Honor, we're ready on number 20 next whenever you're ready.
They fly through this docket and the judge is fucking on fire today. I love it when he takes no shit. I love it. Also, the wind is blowing around here, folks. My door to the back deck just blew shut.
Ernest Lewis and Amarani Rodriguez, please unmute and turn your cameras.
Ernest.
All right, you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the state is requesting that the court take note that both parties did appear before the court today.
So noted.
Your Honor, this is a partially agreed order. The state is going to read into the record what has been agreed to by the parties. And again, these are the only agreements. The parties agree that there's been no family violence and no request for a non-disclosure. The parties agree for the non-custodial parent to be established as the child's father today with no request for a name change. The parties agreed to be named as joint managing conservators with a geographical restriction to Dallas and the surrounding counties. The child is currently receiving state medical, and based off of the father's income, the state is requesting that the state medical be set at $90 and child support at $398 based off of the no-custodial parent's gross income of $3,000. The only issues that are not agreed to, Your Honor, are the issues related to visitation and retroactive support, which we will request to take additional testimony on those issues. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother here in this matter. Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Yes, I'm Ronnie Garcia.
Ms. Garcia, did you hear what I read into the record that was agreed to by the parties?
Yes, sir.
And are you still in agreement with all those terms?
Oh, Sir Philip, thank you so much for $2 Australian towards the No Sugar Fund. Thank you. That really keeps me motivated. I appreciate it. Again, this drink, you guys, I wish I could fucking read the back to know anything about it. There's not even English or French. I don't think that's legal in Canada, just to be honest. In Canada, you need to have French and English labels, not just Korean. But thank you again, Sir Philip. That was the only zero sugar one they had, you guys, but it is good. It is good. It's called, remember, Ice Talk. Talk. Talk.
Provided to the court.
Correct.
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them part of the order today?
Yes, sir.
And as it relates to the non-agreed issues, including visitation and retroactive support, as it relates to visitation, are you in agreement to the father having a standard possession order for the child?
Yes.
And as it relates to the retroactive support, you're requesting retroactive support for the past 4 years, is that correct?
Correct.
And are you in agreement to give any credits for any support that he paid during that time frame?
Yes, sir.
And how much will that be?
I want to say he probably gave me close to 1,000 or a little bit less.
Thank you, ma'am. Just one moment.
Mhm.
And with the credit of $1,000, the state would request a judgment in the amount of $18,104, to which the state would request that the father pays that back at $141 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, sir.
And just to confirm, over the past 4 years, the only amount that the father is giving you is $1,000. Is that correct?
Around there, yes, sir.
All right. Nothing further from this party owner. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the father here in this matter. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Ernest Lewis.
And Mr. Lewis, you are the father of the child here in this matter. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
And Mr. Lewis, did you hear what I previously read into the record that was agreed to by the parties?
Yes, sir, I did.
And are you still currently in agreement with those terms only, sir?
Yes, sir,
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them part of the order today?
that is correct.
And sir, as it relates to visitation, the mother has provided that she agrees to you having a standard possession order. Are you in agreement to that as well, sir?
I am on agreement on that.
All right. And as it relates to the retroactive support, the mother has requested retroactive support for the past 4 years, given a credit of $1,000. Thus requesting a judgment in an amount of $18,104 to be paid at $141 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
No, sir, I'm not in agreement of that.
All right. In the past 4 years, sir, how much money would you say that you've given to the mother for the support of the child?
Um, uh, just a rough estimate. I can say at the least given about 3,000 at the least.
And how did you provide her with those payments, sir?
Those would have been provided via digital Zelle,
Digital Zelle. Digital Zelle. Lindsay, thank you for 3 months of support. And I'm so glad that you're here too. That we do these child support hearings as well. Also, Brooklyn, it absolutely does count. The other day, I was eating multiple cookies, and somebody reminded me, "Oh, you're no sugar July." No, don't forget. It's not no sugar. I'm just not drinking the sugar. It's very specific. It'll allow for me to probably lose 0 weight, but accomplish something, you know. Anyways, this guy not wanting to pay is not even the worst we're gonna hear today. This guy, I think, is gonna get off rather easy compared to the judge later on, who, if I recall correctly, well, we'll see together, but I think he just straight out says, "I don't believe you," to somebody.
also cash. So
And so just to confirm, you're requesting a judgment in the amount of $16,104. Is that correct?
correct.
And if the court was to order supporting that amount, would you agree to paying that at $131 per month?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Did you provide any proof of the payments that you provided to the mother to the court today?
No, sir, I did not.
Do you have any additional information that you would like to offer to the court as it relates to those issues?
No, not at this time.
All right, nothing further from this party, Your Honor.
Okay, give me just a sec.
Why wouldn't you present your Zelle that's more than $1,000 and make her a liar, bro? That's what you should have done. You should have had all the receipts.
All right, the parts y'all agreed to, those are all fine. They'll be part of the court order. We're doing standard visitation for visitation. The retroactive support, I'm giving you credit of $2,500, which leaves a balance at $16,604, payable at $135 a month until paid in full. Court cost billed to Mr. Lewis. The Attorney General's office will draft an order based on all that. They will email you that after I sign it. That'll be the order to the court. Only payments paid through the child support office will count from now on. So make sure that any future payments are paid through the child support office so that they can keep track of your payments. Y'all are done with court today. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Just one moment.
16,000. All right, here's Terrence McKinney, our smoking man. Keep an
We're
eye
ready
on
on
him.
number 2 next. Whenever you're ready, Your Honor.
Chance Harden and Alexia Thomas Irvin, please unmute and turn on your cameras.
Yes, sir.
All right, do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, noting that both are present, go ahead, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. This appears to be a fully agreed order. The state is requesting to read into the record what has been agreed to by the parties. The parties agree that there's been no issues relating to family violence. There's no request for non-disclosure. The parties agreed to joint managing conservatorship with an order relating to standing possession order for visitation. The parties agree that they are currently living together and have been living together for over the past 6 months. Thus, the parties agreed to setting child support in the amount of $0. The child is currently receiving state medical. And based off of the non-custodial parent's income, the parties agreed to the father paying medical support in the amount of $153 per month. I believe that is the extent of the agreement. And just to confirm, Your Honor, there's been no request for retroactive support either. So that is the extent of the agreement. So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother hearing this matter. Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Alexia Thomas Irvin.
And the name of the child or children that we're here in reference to?
Legend Zymir Harden.
And the name of the child's father?
Chance Harden.
A son named Legend with a father named Chance. Would you look at that? MB, I'm sad to hear that there's more rain, that you got rain. That's terrible. But Terrence, don't you worry. Terrence is gonna give us a little show later. He's gonna give us a little show later. That's why I have to be quiet.
And you and the other parties in this case are currently living together, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
And you two plan to continue to reside together, is that correct?
Correct.
And you two have been living together for over the past 6 months?
Correct.
All right. And did you hear what I read into the record that was agreed to by the parties?
Yes, sir.
And are you still currently in agreement with all those terms provided to the court?
Fully. I am.
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them the order of the court today?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any additional information that you'd like to offer to the court?
Not at this time.
Nothing further from this party. At this time, you're on the table, like to call the father here in this matter. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Chance Harden?
Mr. Harden, did you hear what I read into the record as it relates to this case?
Yes, sir.
And are you in agreement with all those terms provided to the court today?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them the order of the court?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court today?
No, sir.
All right. Nothing further from this party, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept the parties' agreement. Court calls bill to Mr. Harden. The Attorney General's office will draft an order with all that in there and email you a copy. That'll conclude your case. You are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Quick
Honor.
question. So in the email, will it say like the day on when I will have to make those payments?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And Your Honor, we are ready on number 30 next.
David Mendez and Ashley Oriana, please unmute and turn on your cameras. Or do you both swear the testimony?
It's probably a blunt, right? Look at how big it is. And I roll big joints. But you know what? Don't you dare put tobacco in my joints. I will be fucking mad. You cheap bitch. Pure pot only. Absolutely not. You know, back east they do that. They roll weed and tobacco together. Oh my god. That's like poisoning somebody. You can't just do that. Marijuana is so different than tobacco. The first time I ever had somebody from we say back east, that means like Toronto. I mean, it's because weed is harder to get out there, or was back in the day, and more expensive, traveled further, all these things. Whereas I grew up in British Columbia, on the island, where it's grown. The best marijuana in the world. Nobody's mixing that shit with fucking tobacco. Okay? Absolutely not. Ugh. But it sure does get you fucked up and high, you think. You're like, wow, that shit gets you high. No, dude, that's called tobacco killing your brain cells. And I know because I used to smoke. I get it.
You're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, I know that both are present today. Mr. Tatum, go ahead and proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't believe we have any agreements at this time, other than that the father shall be established as the child's father per.
Okay, sorry, I forgot where we were. We really need to focus in on Ivan up here, as we're not gonna like Ivan very much. And look how pretty Ashley is. Oh my goodness. Ivan. The judge is not. This is a good case. Buckle up.
Positive DNA test results. So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother here in this matter. Ma'am, can you please state your name for the record?
Ashley Oriana.
And the name of the child or children that we're here in reference to?
Ian Angelo Arana.
And the name of the child's father?
Ivan Mendez.
And previously, you were ordered to take a DNA test with the child, is that correct?
Yes.
And were you able to review those test results today?
Yes.
And what were those results?
Positive.
So the non-custodial parent is the father of the child, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. Has there been any issue relating to family violence between you and the other parties to this case?
No.
Are you okay with the other party having your information, such as your address and telephone number?
Yes.
The state has used the non-custodial parent's reported income from his employer at $4,497 as its gross income, giving credit for one additional child. And the state will request that the father pays child support in the amount of $626 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes.
Guys, this is a busy docket. Sometimes they do 40 cases, 50 cases. That's over 100 people involved. So the number before their name indicates which case they're on. Ugh, now I'm being an asshole because you can't quite see, but now you can. Okay? Now you can see number 30 Ivan to number 30 Ashley. We have number 11 James, number 29 Terrence. Don't worry, he'll be coming up. Anyways, well, I don't know why they're all on the screen. This judge is so strict about certain things like the law, but very lackadaisical in terms of court decorum. He just punishes people for their bad behavior. He doesn't warn them at all. He doesn't make them stop. But he absolutely notices, and he will treat you with disdain. Absolute disdain. He's always listening. Judge Maurice. Ugh. Just saying Maurice makes me want to go to Disney World. Pretend I'm Belle.
As it relates to the child's insurance, how does the child currently receive insurance? Is it through the state or through your employer?
Through the state. He's on Medicaid.
All right. And based off of the father's income, given credit for the one additional child, the state will request that the father pays medical support in the amount of $202 per month. Are you in agreement to that as well?
Yes.
And are you in agreement for the parties to be named as joint managing conservators?
No, I would prefer sole managing conservatorship.
Is there any specific reason why you would be requesting that you primarily make the decisions instead of you and the other party working together to make decisions that are in your child's best interest?
He wants nothing to do with the baby. If anything, he would like to forfeit his rights.
And as it relates to visitation, would you be in agreement to the father having a standard possession order to visit with your child?
No. Again, he
What
wants nothing to do with him.
I'm
what
gonna
type of
answer.
visitation?
Okay, we're not asking what he wants. We're asking what you want. So you need to answer.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would be okay with, obviously that's his right to be in my son's life. But for safety concerns, being as far as his wife has made it known she doesn't want nothing to do with him, I do have some concerns for the emotional stability of my child.
Right. So if the court was to order that the child and father have visitation, what type of visitation would you be requesting take place?
Supervised for the time being. He doesn't know him.
How old is the child?
He's currently 9 months.
And who would you request as supervision?
Can you explain that for me? I don't really know how that works.
You requested that the father only has supervised visits. My question is, who would you request does that supervision?
I mean, I would be okay if he were to want to see his child for it to be done at his mom's house.
And what is the mother's name?
Honestly, I don't even know. I think her name is Ida. I mean, I've only met her like twice. But I mean, if he has to be under somebody, I would trust his mom to be there.
And as it relates to the child here in this matter, I'm sorry, how old is the child again?
He just turned 9 months.
Thank you. Just one moment.
Hmm.
And you're requesting retroactive support for the past 9 months, is that correct?
Yes.
Has the father provided you with any support for the child over the past 9 months?
No.
Yeah, if I made this into a video, the title would be Side Chick Baby Mama Drama. Side Chick Baby Mama Drama. Relinquish rights? Question mark. No! Exclamation mark.
At 9 months of retroactive support, the state has calculated that would be $5,634, to which the state will request that the father pays that at $79 per month. Would you be in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
Yes.
Just one moment.
Hmm.
Side
All
Chick
right.
is number
Do you have
30.
any additional information that you'd like to offer to the court at this time?
No.
Nothing further from this party owner. At this time, you're on the table, actually call the father here in this matter. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Ivan Mendez.
And Mr. Mendez, you are the father of the child here in this matter, is that correct?
Yes.
And you reviewed the positive DNA test results today, is that correct?
Yes.
Just confirm there's been no issues relating to family violence between you and the other parties to this case, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you okay with her having your information such as your address and telephone number?
No.
Is there any specific reason why she should not have that information, sir, if there's been no issues relating to family violence?
Just the address, knowing where we live and stuff. Just for just wouldn't want random pop-ups or anything like that.
Has she randomly popped up on you at your current address,
No,
sir?
no.
So what makes you believe that she would, sir?
Just a safety thing.
All right, moving forward, sir, you are currently employed, is that correct?
Yes.
And the state has used your gross monthly income reported by your employer, giving credit for one additional child, and sir will request that you pay child support in the amount of $626 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
No.
Could you explain to the court why?
Oh, Ivan, you're such a douche. The judge, this is one of the times when I love this judge so much. Like, watch his face as well. Ashley is not even being rude. She was so kind. She was like, no, I would want him to have a relationship with this kid. Oh, Ivan. Oh, Ivan. He don't have Ashley. He banged her at least once, got her pregnant, and then has abandoned her, ostensibly, until this DNA test has now legally confirmed he is the father. It's happening in the moment, just today, folks. And he's married to some lady who ain't fucking happy about it. But instead of leaving him to go to Ashley or to live on his own or to go jerk it himself, he's decided to stay with her and pretend like he don't have no baby? I'm sorry. That's not how that works. No.
You don't agree to paying child support for your child, sir?
Only because since I have my wife and my daughter, as far as like other bills, car payments, insurance, phone bills, the rent and stuff like that, it's just a little too steep for us just to be able to afford it and still be able to have food on the table and stuff. And I drive from Alvarado to Dallas for work every day, so it takes up a lot of money on my gas too. So I just it's an excessive amount of bills that I have that it'll make it hard to be able to live by that, whatever's left over.
Thank you, sir. As it relates to medical support, the child is currently receiving state medical. Again, giving credit for one additional child based off of your income. The state will request that you pay medical support in the amount of $202 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
If that can also be adjusted, that would help me out too.
All right. The mother has requested retroactive support for the past 9 months, giving $0 in credits. The state has calculated that in the amount of $5,634 and requesting that you pay that back at $79 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
Yes, that's fine.
And as it relates to conservatorship, are you requesting that the parties be named as joint managing conservators, or are you requesting that the mother be named as the sole managing conservator for the child?
The mother being named the sole.
Thank you, sir. As it relates to visitation, are you in agreement to a standard possession order?
No, I would actually not want. I'd be fine with no visitation if that's safer for her. I'm fine with it.
If that's what who prefers, sir.
For the mother.
Previously, you heard the mother testify that she would be in agreement to you having visitation with the child. And my question to you, sir, was what is your request? Are you requesting visitation with the child?
No.
All right. Do you have any additional information that you'd like to offer to the court at this time?
No, sir.
All right. Nothing further from this party, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I don't know what your problem is, Mr. Mendez. You created this child. You have responsibility to financially, emotionally, and morally support this child. You can't just forget it. You chose this. You chose to have this child, and you took the actions to make this child. So you're going to be responsible. We're establishing that you're the biological father. I'm making a finding there's been no family violence. Y'all are entitled to know each other's addresses. I'm not going to give you a non-disclosure. That makes no sense. There shouldn't be any reason for anybody to pop up because uh, you're not doing visitation, I guess. So I don't know why that'd be an issue at all. But what you're not understanding, Mr. Mendez, is not about what Ms. Oriana wants. It's what this child wants. This child wants a father. This child does not want to grow up without a father. It's going to be your choice that you do not give the child a father. Not Ms. Oriana's fault and not the child's fault. It's completely your fault. So if that's what you choose to do, that's fine. I can't make you visit. If you don't have any interest, that's fine. But you understand that you are not going to be the most ideal father out there if you're not visiting your child. I don't care if you're married to somebody else. The child doesn't care about that either. I don't care if you have other bills. Everybody's got bills. So I don't understand what the issue is there. All right, so doing government medical for insurance is neither one of you have insurance available at a reasonable cost. Your medical support is going to be $202 a month. I'm going to raise your child support to $700 a month instead of $626 because you don't want to visit. Because now it's going to be that she's going to have to pay more costs since you don't want to visit every weekend over the weekend. So that's fine. We'll just have you pay more. Maybe next time I'll increase it even more than that. But that's where we're going to start out at $700 a month for child support. Retroactive judgment of $5,634 payable at $79 a month until paid in full. I think I said it already, but I'm appointing the mother as sole managing conservator since you don't want to be have make decisions for your child. I'm not doing supervised visits. I know the child is young, so I do have some concerns about the youth, but I don't want to put anything in the way for Mr. Mendez to give us any excuse as to why he doesn't want to visit. It's his choice. If he chooses not to, it's going to be completely him. It's not going to be, you're not going to be able to blame the judge. It's not going to be able to blame mom. It's going to be completely Mr. Mendez. So I'm doing standard visitation, which means he can visit from Friday night until Sunday night every other weekend. If y'all want to agree to something different that's shorter, then definitely you can. But there's really no reason other than he just doesn't want to for us to have standard visits. So y'all can talk about that if you want, but if there are no agreements, then you're doing standard visits. Again, I can't make you visit, but I'm giving you the door to knock on. And if you choose not to, it's going to be completely you, Mr. Mendez, not me or anybody else. It's your choice to be a bad father, basically, is what I'm giving you. So if you don't want to be a part of the child's life, that's on you. Has nothing to do with your wife. Your wife wasn't there when you were creating this baby.
Ostensibly, maybe she was, Judge. Maybe this was a throuple gone to trouble. Also, fucking epic. This is so good. Like, we don't often get this. This is what people want to happen. This is like a TV show. Well, you don't want to visit the child? I'm charging you more. And don't worry, Terrence is still coming up, and if you can believe it, he gets worse of a tongue lashing than Ivan does. That's right. Terrence is gonna get a tongue lashing too, and not the fun kind, not the kind that we like to get. Anyways, Ivan, you're such a douche canoe. It's such an ick. Ew. It's such an ick. Ugh. Ashley, I can tell you've learned your lesson, my dear. You're gonna be fine. Just come on. Focus in here. Focus in.
Neither will any of your other family members. So it's your choice. Court costs was billed to Mr. Mendez. The Attorney General's office will draft an order with that all included, and that'll be the order of the court that y'all must follow. All payments need to be paid through the child support office. Any payments paid directly do not count. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.
You think his wife was watching? Do you think she's watching right now? Hey, are you watching right now?
Your Honor, we are, give me just one moment. We're ready on number 11, that's Your Honor.
James Herndon and Kyla Woods, please unmute and turn your cameras. All right, do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Herndon, say that again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, I've noted that both are present. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, this appears to be a non-agreed order. The state is requesting to read into the record the proposed order. The state is requesting to move forward with a temporary order modifying support and reserving the risk for a future order. The child is currently receiving state medical. The state has used minimum wage for the calculation of support with no additional children. The state will request a medical support be set at $113. Again, that's $113. Child support at $209. This matter should be reset to return on November 15th, 2025. That is the proposed order. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother here in this matter. Ms. Woods, can I get you to state your name for the record?
My name is Kayla Woods.
And Ms. Woods, did you hear what I read into the record?
Yes, sir.
You're not in agreement with those terms, is that correct?
No, sir.
You're requesting that the child support and medical support remains the same from the prior order, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
However, in the prior order, was it your understanding that the father was employed?
No, sir. He said he was unemployed at the time.
And is it your understanding that he's still currently unemployed?
Yes, sir.
Is it your understanding that he's attempting to get disability at this time? Is that correct?
He's on appeal. He was denied disability.
All right. The state has used minimum wage to calculate support and thus would request that medical support be set at $113. Are you in agreement to that amount?
I think my issue is, sir,
Just answer that
Taylor?
question only, not other questions.
I'm sorry.
Answer just the question he's answering, not asking, not something else.
No.
All right. And child support, the state is requesting the child support be set based off of minimum wage at $209. Are you in agreement to that?
No.
It is your understanding that the father has no additional children, is that correct?
Yes.
And are you in agreement for us to return back on October 15th to address the issues relating to the arrears?
Yes.
And are you also in agreement to return on October 15th to determine if the father has went back to work or if he's receiving disability at that time?
Yes.
All right. Nothing further from this party, Your Honor. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call Mr. James Herndon. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record?
James Herndon in a second.
And Mr. Herndon, the state has used minimum wage for the calculation of support and will request that you pay medical support in the amount of $113 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
The state would also, sir, request that you pay child support in the amount of $209 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, sir.
And sir, you are currently unemployed, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently in the appeal status to for your disability claim?
Yes.
And do you have another court date upcoming?
What do you mean court date?
As it relates to the disability, so do you have any pending court dates relating to that?
Oh, no, I have a lawyer.
Okay. And so do you agree to return on October 15th to determine if we had anything change for your income?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Do you have any additional information that you would like to offer to the court at this time?
Yes, about the back pay.
And sir, do you understand that we're reserving the issue of arrears until the next setting?
Until who is it?
Until the next setting when we return on October 15th, 2025. Thus, we did not take any testimony relating to that because that issue is reserved for the next hearing.
Okay.
All right, nothing further from this party, Your Honor.
Mr. Herndon, what's your alleged disability?
I have nerve damage and neuropathy. I barely can walk and stand.
Okay. All right. Make sure you're on top of whatever your attorney is asking for on your Social Security case, whatever they're requiring you to do, documents, things like that. You need to do that because we need to speed this up so that we can get you help and maybe Ms. Wood some help as well. Hopefully, you've told your attorney you have children and that you have obligations for child support so that way they can make sure that the children get something if you get found to be disabled. So make sure if you haven't done that already, that you do that. Medical support set at 113 per month, child support's 209, and we'll reset on the case for hopefully to see the status of your case on October 15th. You'll both need to return on Zoom on that day. If you have any updated information, Mr. Herndon, you need to have it ready. It'd be better if you could email the AG's office a week before court so they can have that. And hopefully you'll have a resolution by then so that we can know what we need to do with your child support case. Y'all are done with court. You'll get a copy of this order by email. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.
And B, were you at the Credence and Mikey's We Got a Case members only earlier where Mr. Ariola
We're ready
was
on number
there?
29. Next, whenever you're ready, Your Honor.
So this bra, I got a new bra. It's so cute. I thought about it. I was like, can I do a whole show in a bra? Is that allowed? I'm sure I could. maybe.
Terrence McKinney.
Oh, here we go.
And Dejanice Mixon, please unmute and turn on your cameras. Do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. I know that both are present. Mr. Chair, go ahead and proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a partially agreed order. The parties agree for the father to be established as the child's father per the positive DNA test results for the child, Tessaloni McKinney. The parties agree that there's been no issues relating to family violence. There is no request for non-disclosure. I'm sorry, just one moment, Your Honor, let me correct that. The parties agree that there has been prior family violence, and the parties agree to the non-disclosure. The parties agree for the mother to be named as the sole managing conservator with no geographical restriction. The father has no additional children outside of this case. The state has used minimum wage for the calculation of support. The non-custodial parent has declined to use choices to assist with looking for employment. There's been no request for a name change with costs to be billed to the non-custodial parent. The contested issues relate to support and visitation. So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother here in this matter. Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record
Dejanice Mixon,
and the name of the child or children that we're here in reference to,
Solani McKinney,
and the name of the child's father?
Terrence McKinney.
And previously, you were ordered to take a DNA test with the child, is that correct?
Yes,
And those results named the non-custodial parent as the child's father, is that correct?
correct.
And did you hear what I read into the record as it relates to this case?
Yes, sir.
And are you in agreement with those terms provided to the court today?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them part of the order today?
Yes, sir.
Again, the state has used minimum wage for the calculation of support. And based off of that, the state will request that the father pays child support at $206 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, sir.
And as it relates to the insurance, you're covering the child insurance through your employer, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And again, based off of minimum wage, the state will request that the father pays medical support in the amount of $132. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, sir.
And you're requesting retroactive support today, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And how old is the child here in this matter?
She's 5.
All right, just one moment. And you're requesting retroactive support from March through, just one moment. Are you requesting retroactive support for the past 4 months?
Yes, sir.
All right, and at the child support calculation of $206 per month, the state will request retroactive support in the amount of $824 to be paid at $55 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, sir.
And has the father had any visitation with the child here recently?
No, sir.
Is there any specific reason why the father has not had visitation with the child?
He hasn't reached out prior to some recent legal activities between me and the non-custodial parent. He just didn't want to, but there was a temporary restraining order against me. And we have not had any contact with each other. That has since been lifted at the end of June. And he still has made no attempt to see his child.
All right. As it relates to visitation, are you requesting that the father has supervised visits with the child?
Yes.
And are you requesting that your mother does the supervision, Ms. Hurd?
Yes.
And are you requesting that those take place on, is that every other Saturday?
Yes, that's fine.
And from what time?
Whatever, let's say 1 p.m.,
Until when?
3 hours, so 3 to 4, 3 or 4.
All right. Is there any specific reason why the father should not have a standard possession order with the child?
Yes, his living condition is unstable. He has not had a job since we moved down here. I was taking care of all the bills, all the responsibilities when we were sharing the space. So he doesn't have a license, no insurance. So I don't trust his decision making and it not being supervised.
And do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court at this time?
Yes, I am going to agree to the child support, the number. However, he has a college degree and he just blatantly said that he does not want to work specifically for this reason, because he wants to pay as minimal as possible to support his child.
Thank you, ma'am. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the father hearing this matter. Sir, can you state your name for the record?
Yes, sir. Terrence McKinney.
And you are the father of the child hearing this matter, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And sir, did you hear what I previously read into the record that was agreed to by the parties?
Yes, you can read it again.
Are you in agreement with those terms that were provided to the court?
No.
What exactly do you not agree to that you previously agreed to, sir?
Pretty much I think the visitation, I definitely want visitation. And the reason why I haven't visited my daughter.
Sir, stop. You're
Yes,
not
sir.
listening. You're not
Huh?
listening. He asked you about the agreement that he read at the very beginning, not contested issues. So we're trying to do the easy part first. Then we get to the difficult parts. So he read at the beginning of the hearing what y'all agreed to. He confirmed that with the mother, then went into contested issues. Now it's your turn. We need to know if you heard.
Now we've caught up. We're there together. I love this drink so much. I'm gonna go buy 10 more. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Those agreements, and if you're still in agreement with that, then we can get into the contested issues. Don't jump the gun and start trying to do contested issues. And if you don't agree, the parts you agreed to earlier, that's fine. But I don't know that's what your intention is. So we're trying to save each other some time. He read some agreements that did not include support or visitation. Do you agree to those terms? Yes or no?
No.
Again, sir, of those issues that you previously agreed to, other than the issue of child support and medical support and visitation, what do you not agree to, sir?
Nothing really.
Are you the child's father, sir?
Yes, sir.
Those based off positive DNA test results?
Yes.
There's been prior family violence, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you in agreement for the address and telephone numbers not to be disclosed to each party?
Yes.
And are you in agreement for the mother to be named as the sole managing conservator, which means she will primarily make the decisions for the child?
Yes.
And are you in agreement to there being no geographical restriction as to where the child will reside?
Yes.
And you are currently unemployed, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree to paying the court costs associated with today's hearing?
Yes.
So you do agree to everything that was previously read, is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Moving forward, as it relates to the employment, sir, you are currently unemployed, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been unemployed?
It's been a while now. We're dealing with the death of my mother recently, so that's taking a toll as well. So we're just trying.
More specifically, sir, can you give me the month and year to which you stopped working?
Probably been around the end of 2019, early 2020.
And with you not working for over 5 years, sir, how are you providing for yourself and paying for your bills?
I recently I cut hair and stuff like that, and pretty much I try to supplement the income doing things like that. I'm getting into day trade and stuff like that, so to make more money. And I'm just trying. I'll do anything to take care of my daughter.
So you are working, is that correct, sir?
I'm not working, no.
So if you just stated that you're cutting hair, is that not considered employment?
I mean, if you guys up to you guys is understanding, yeah, but that's what I do to make money.
And in that job, sir, how much are you making on a weekly basis?
Maybe about $100.
What bills do you have currently, sir? Do you pay for rent?
I'm about to start paying for rent. I got my cell phone bill, I got my insurance.
Sir?
Actually just got my license. Yes.
As it relates to your rent, sir, how much will you be paying in rent?
I'll probably be paying about 1600 rent.
And do you have insurance?
Yes.
And how much is that, sir?
My insurance is $345 a month.
And you say you had a cell phone bill. How much is that, sir?
Yes. $125 a month.
And do you have any additional bills other than rent, insurance, and cell phone on a monthly basis?
Yes, I have a storage bill as well. That's at $122 a month.
All right. And is those all your monthly bills, sir?
Yes, sir.
And sir, that totals about $2,192 per month. Can you explain to the court how you're able to pay those bills if you're only making $100 a week?
I actually get help. You know, I got friends and stuff that we trying to start an investment group and stuff like that. Like I said, I do stuff for I take the elderly to the store and just help out in the community as much as I can. And like I said, I'm getting into day trading, starting to pick up. And I'm glad because like I said,
I'm sorry, NPC. First of all, thank you so much contributing for my adult support fund. Hold on. He's getting into day trading. How do you have any money to day trade when you don't make any money? Sounds like you do make some money. He's a circle talker. He's a circle talker. I'll do anything for my kid except pay child support. Paying child support is just too much. Oh, sir, do you think that the judge is impressed? Because I can tell you, look at him right now. He's fucking not. He's not.
About $2,192 per month. Can you explain to the court how you're able to pay those bills if you're only making $100 a week?
I actually get help. You know, I got friends and stuff that we trying to start an investment group and stuff like that. Like I said, I do stuff for I take the elderly to the store and just help out in the community as much as I can. And like I said, I'm getting into day trading, starting to pick up. And I'm glad because like I said, I'll do anything for my daughter.
All right. With your day trading, sir, about how much money are you making on a monthly basis doing that?
I'm just starting out now, so I'm maybe about $200 to $300 roughly.
And sir, is there any specific reason why you're not working a full-time job at this time?
Right now, I'm actually going through rehab. I actually was stabbed in my left hand, so I have limited range of mobility in 3 of my fingers on my left hand.
All right. And so are you receiving disability?
No.
And as it relates to the child support and medical support, you're not in agreement to paying the $206 for child support and $132 for medical support, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you in agreement to it or are you not in agreement to it, sir?
I'm not in agreement with it.
All right, previously you provided that you were willing to do anything for your daughter, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is there any specific reason why you don't agree to paying the child support and medical support provided?
Because like I said, I know it's fully my responsibility to take care of my daughter, and that's been the understanding. However, like I said, I'm just trying to, get back on my feet and stuff like that. And I want maybe the judgment to be set at a moderate amount so that I'm not getting any more legal trouble, and I can fully, support my daughter.
And sir, do you understand that the amounts that were provided to you were based off of minimum wage, which is the lowest that we can set it at?
Yes.
And however, you're still providing that you believe it should be lowered, correct?
Yes, just a little bit.
As it relates to visitation, sir, are you in agreement? I'm sorry, are you requesting that you have standard possession order to visit with the child?
Yes.
And the mother, as you heard, is requesting that you only have supervised visits. Is there any specific reason as to why you haven't had any visitation with the child here recently?
I'm just not comfortable. I was stabbed. Like I said, I had to have 15 stitches in my left pinky finger, and pretty much I just, you know, I've had issues with her mom in the past, so it's just been tough. Hopefully, we can work it out and get the visitation going. I set a visitation location, presumably, but yeah, it's just been a lot going on the last, really, pretty much the last year. I lost my mom in November, so kind of like I just had the rug pulled up from up under me. We were living together for the last 4 years.
All right, sir, you stated that you're not comfortable, I'm not for sure if that in reference to you visiting with the child, or what are you not comfortable with, sir?
Is that with her mom? Because like I said, I still actually have an order of protection in place on my own, and just wanted to know, is it her mom giving the visitation, or because I can't be around her at all?
All right. Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court at this time, sir?
No.
All right, nothing further from this party, Your Honor.
Okay, just one final thing I need to know before I finish the case is, Ms. Mixon, we're gonna be ordering visitation that's different than what you're asking for. So I need to pick a place where y'all can meet for an exchange location that's a public place. People like to pick like restaurants or stores or fast food places to do the exchanges. That way, if there's a problem, somebody can help you call 911 or for either one of you, and there's witnesses there if something was to happen. Um, I don't know if there's, I guess Mr. McKinney mentioned there may be a protective order, so obviously there's a protective order, then that those people shouldn't be there, but maybe your mother can help you with the exchanges. Is she included in the protective order, Ms. Mixon?
So to my knowledge, Your Honor, there was a temporary restraining order. And he does have an open domestic family violence case where he assaulted me in front of our child. So that's why I requested the supervised visitation.
Okay.
Because
But
to my knowledge, the
you didn't
state
insult
picked
the
that up.
child, right?
No, but he assaulted me
Okay.
in front of her.
So I need the answer to my question as far as the exchange location.
Well, that's what I wanted my mom to do, is to be the visitor. It could be, he said
I'm not doing supervised visits. I already told you that. So we need to make exchanges. If your mother wants to help with the exchanges, that's perfectly reasonable. That makes sense to me. But I still need to find a place.
restaurant is fine.
What?
A restaurant is fine.
I don't know
McDonald's.
where you live, Miss
Mc-
Mixon, and we're on Zoom, so I have no idea where you are.
Uh,
So you
I'm
need to pick
in,
a place, look on your phone, pick a place near where you live, anywhere you want to meet. That's fine with me. But I need an exact place so we can put that in the court order.
Epic Park on Warrior and Grand Prairie.
Are there going to be people outside of the park when it's raining?
No, that's just for the exchange, correct?
Yeah, but didn't I just explain to you we need to have people around?
Chick-fil-A
Okay, which one? What address?
on Pioneer Parkway in Grand Prairie.
Can you look it up and tell us the address, please?
Isn't Chick-fil-A closed on Sundays? I'm just being a stickler.
1225 West Pioneer Parkway.
Okay, perfect.
McDonald's wins out because they're open on a Sunday. Chick-fil-A's
And as far as your mother is concerned,
closed.
there's no protective order as far as she's concerned, is there?
No,
It's just between you and Mr. McKinney?
that's news to me, but apparently
Well, I don't know. Is there? I'm asking you.
that's what I'm saying, Your Honor. The temporary restraining order had been lifted at the end of June. There
Okay,
is
that
no
was between you two, right?
right.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, Mr. McKinney, does it involve anybody else besides you two?
No.
Okay, perfect. And you believe there's still a protective order, Mr. McKinney?
Yes.
Okay. But that's just between you and Ms. Mixon.
Me and Miss Mixon.
Okay, perfect. Okay, all right. So the DNA tests are positive, so obviously I'm establishing that Mr. McKinney is the biological father through legal court order. I'm making a finding there's been family violence. Y'all have agreed to mutual non-disclosure of your addresses. Y'all need to add an app on your phone so you can communicate called AppClose, AppClose, and that's the way that y'all need to communicate with each other in the future. If you need to print out what's on there, you can always print that out and show it to a court if you needed to, like a family violence court or a family court. So make sure that what you're writing on there is something you wouldn't mind a judge looking at. Appointing Ms. Mixon as sole managing conservator, no geographic restriction. Noting that Mr. McKinney refused help looking for a job. I'm noting that Mr. McKinney is intentionally underemployed. Basically, you're not working, looking for work, or not wanting to work. Your excuses are pretty weak. So I'm setting your child support at $400 a month because you're underemployed. You can find work if you want to. Your mother passing away is unfortunate, of course, but that doesn't prevent you from working. I'm sure she would want you to work. And it sounds like you are doing some jobs. Any job where you do something for somebody and they give you money is a job. So even if it's not full time or 40 hours a week, it's a job. So I think you have the ability to pay money. You just don't want to. Maybe these other family violence issues are the reason why you don't want to give her any money. I don't know. But you're going to be responsible for your child, not just with intention, not just by saying you want to, but by actually doing it. So your child support's $400 a month. Mother to carry health insurance. Medical support is $132 per month to help her reimburse her for the premiums of the cost of the health insurance. Retroactive child support is $824, payable at $55 a month. I know you'll have some family violence issues and probably still a long way to go before that's resolved. I'm not trying to get in the way of the criminal court, but I'm trying to plan something here for the child. The child was not injured. I know people like to tell me all the time that the child was present during the family violence. That's not family violence for the child. That's family violence between the parents. So the child still should be able to visit unless you can prove to me that the child was the one that was injured. Just because the child was present, I mean, the child's going to be present. If y'all, I'm assuming that y'all would be in the same place when there's family violence happening, so the child would be with one of you. So that doesn't mean by itself that the child is endangered. Obviously, we don't want kids to see it, but that's usually how it happens. The children aren't outside when it happens. They aren't with somebody else when it happens. They're there in the place. So as far as visitation, I'm not doing supervised visitation. Mr. McKinney should be able to have the right to visit with his child. His child should have the right to visit with their father. This is a 5-year-old child, so there's no. I'm sure that Mr. McKinney's been a part of the child's life for the last 5 years, and that we haven't had any issues until we had the family violence issues. So there's no reason to punish a child and not let the child visit with the father. So I'm doing standard visitation, which is visitation on the first, third, and fifth weekends of the month, from Friday at 6 until Sunday at 6. Now y'all need to be careful with how y'all are doing the exchanges. So if there's whether it's expired or not, Mr. McKinney thinks it's still ongoing. Ms. Mixon, you think it's not ongoing. Probably best for y'all not to be in the same place, just generally, even if there weren't any orders. Okay, so
Also,
if
I'm sorry to cut you off.
no, don't cut me off. That's what.
Okay.
So if grandmother wants to help, that's perfect. Let grandmother be the one to take the child, or be the one that surrenders the child to Mr. McKinney. And that way y'all two don't have to see each other. So y'all going to meet at the Chick-fil-A that Ms. Mixon mentioned on those Fridays at 6, and then that'll also be the return place as well. So the grandmother needs to take the child there on Friday nights and pick up the child on Sunday nights. If you're not going to do your visitation regularly, let Ms. Mixon know that you have you're not going to be doing your visitation or whatever the case may be. I don't know why you wouldn't, other than you just don't want to, since you don't have a job. You got plenty of time, so there shouldn't be any reason not to visit, but sometimes people just don't want to visit. But if you know you're not going to, then let her know. Oh, and if you're not going to be regular with your visits, then let her know. It's always good to communicate, even if it's something negative, just to know what's going on, because we don't want the 5-year-old child to be going to the Chick-fil-A every other week and the dad not showing up. So if you're regular, it shouldn't be a big issue, but if you're not regular, then let her know. Don't call 30 minutes before or send the app close message 30 minutes before saying you're not going to show up or you're going to be late. Just don't go if that's the case. But it's not fair that someone would drive over there and wait on you. So if you're going to do visits, great. I want you to do visitation, but if you're not going to do it, you need to communicate that as well, so that we don't have the child be emotionally hurt by the father not showing up. All right, court calls bill to Mr. McKinney. The Attorney General's office will put this all in writing and send y'all a copy of the court order. And y'all need to make sure y'all read it, follow the orders. only payments paid through the child support office count, so make sure you do that. So if you're getting paid cash or things like that as a self-employed person, you need to send in your payments to the child support office. Payments must be made. If you don't make your payments, then you're going to have some child support jail issues, and you could go to jail for not paying child support. So make sure that you're paying your support every month. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Your Honor, one question. I'm sorry. You said it was the first, third, and what was the other weekend?
First, third, and fifth weekends, like every other weekend.
Fifth. Okay. Thank you.
Huh?
I got something to say as well.
I don't care if you have anything to
declined
say.
the
Do you have a
choices.
question? Because I don't really care what you have to say at this point. But do you have a question? I can answer a question.
Yes, I got a question.
What's the question?
When was it put in that I declined the choices program for employment?
What was put in was that you didn't want. You're not looking for work. You said your
That's
mom
not true.
died months
That's
ago.
not true.
And
That's
okay.
not true.
So do you
I
want to be
never
in the
declined
choices
it.
program?
Yes, I did it. I did it the first time. I never declined it.
Okay. Well, then you can stay behind here in a minute and meet with the choice representative. I can order that right now. I'll make that change.
Okay.
We're still $400 though.
No,
But
that's totally fine.
okay.
It ain't no limit
That's
on what I get.
ordered, and that'll be the only change. All right. Thank y'all. Y'all can press leave to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there one little case
Your
left,
Honor,
Judge? What do we
we are
got?
ready on number 22 next.
Anyways, that's Carbonara. Oh yeah, her glasses. They're terrible. I don't think I got this whole case. I'm almost positive I stopped in the middle. So we're not going to continue.
Please do not unmute him.
I am positive. I am positive. I just got it for her glasses. Anyways, we're done for the night, but I've set this up to redirect over to our... Oh, well, I'll wait. I'll leave it there because we want to look at her glasses and we want... They're ugly. I'm sorry. And it's better than the neon. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry if you just got here. We've been going for over an hour. I've got to make another batch of macaroni. I just got up and walked away because I had to make sure I had enough pasta. All of it eaten up yesterday. Another batch being made today. So, unfortunately, I have to go. But don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be back pretty early tomorrow, actually. Think 2:30 Pacific. That's 5:30 East. I know it's pushing it. If the boys go long, it'll fuck with it all. But I think it might work. Anyways, I I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for you guys are so sweet. What did I just say? I said pasta. And this is ramen carbonara. I'll eat this on a live stream coming up. I love you guys so much. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. Do me a favor. Remember that I love you and I'm proud of you. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.
Ways down in red.